Good morning. Welcome back to 10 Minutes of Meaning. Please help yourself to coffee and a donut. Special thank you to our series sponsor, Jeffrey Gelb, memory, Mashal David, Shem Bas David, Avner Ben Avram HaKohen, and today's sponsor, Mark and Joanna Dennis, the family, and memory of Jonah's father, Dov Berish Nachum Ben Yehuda, whose yurtzeit is Beis Adar. Those who are listening and appreciate and enjoy our journey through Mesillas Yesharim, we are currently in the middle of our global campaign. If you're a BRS member, you're doing your part. If you're not a BRS member and you benefit, please go on brsonline.org/global. Stop right now, open up a new tab, brsonline.org/global, and do your part to help us get out our message. The Mesillas Yesharim, the Ramchal, has been helping us walk through the formula to be our better selves, a better version of ourselves, to live a life of mindfulness, alacrity, to cleanse and purge ourselves of instinct and intuition that sabotages our success, how to live without in order to prove that we can live with. And lately we've been studying Chassidus. Chassidus being how to not be satisfied with good, but how to strive and yearn and to achieve great in our life. We strive for and we seek greatness not only in the area of yira, awe, and fear, not only fear of punishment, but yiras aromamus, a sense of all the greatness and the godless of Hashem, to see His vastness and to recoil with a sense of humility and smallness, but also a sense of ava, a sense of love. Love of Hashem. We misuse the word love all the time. Person talks about, I love pizza. I love that flavor ice cream. I love sushi. I love Starbucks. You don't love any of those things. You love yourself. Person who loves pizza or ice cream or sushi loves their salivary glands, their taste buds, and their stomach. Person loves themselves. They don't love those things. To truly love is not about what it does for us. To truly love is a commitment to the other. And that is the love that Ramchal talks about, that we're meant to feel for Hashem. Cholas ahava ani, the beautiful words of Shlomo HaMelech and כשיחשוב, beautiful moving song, Yisharibo ki cholas ahava ani. Person should be lovesick for Hashem. A lovesick couple, we talked about this. They're nauseating to be around. But that lovesick couple, all they do is yearn to spend time to have that date, whatever the Gedarim are, this newfangled idea of Gedarim during engagement and dating. Whatever the Gedarim are, they long to be together, to talk, to FaceTime, to date, to court, to get married ultimately. In Shana Rishona. That love can be an admiration even from a distance, even from afar. They see the other on the other side of the machitza. They watch them daven, and they're in love. They're in awe. They're in infatuation. They're in lust. It doesn't have to be the personal benefit one gets, like from pizza and ice cream. The love is a love of the other as an extension of oneself. Perhaps there's no greater metaphor for this love than the love of a parent towards a child. The parent who sees that child and feels connected and feels invested and feels the child as an extension of them. So love we're meant to have for Hashem, ki cholas ahava ani, we're lovesick for Hashem. Can't wait to talk to you and spend time with you and feel your presence in our life. Can't wait to confide in you and study you and see you. We can't wait to appreciate you and admire you and have an affection for you. And when that's the love a person has, they're able to endure whatever life throws our way, because it's not what the Ramchal or Rambam writes. It's not an ava taluya b'davar. It's not a love which is conditional. See, when you love pizza is when pizza doesn't give you a stomachache. You love ice cream if you're not lactose intolerant. It's an ava taluya b'davar. You love it when it tastes good and doesn't make you sick. But if it tastes bad or makes you sick, you stop loving it. It's a conditional love. And there are people who have such an interpersonal relationship, which is a conditional love. They love the other as long as they benefit, they gain. But the moment they stop getting benefiting or gaining, they no longer love. It's a transactional relationship. Our relationship with Hashem is not meant to be transactional. Hashem, I love you when I have my faculties and I have my health and my wealth and my family, then I love you. But when I run into a roadblock, when there's a challenge, when there's struggle or suffering, I struggle to love you. That's an ava taluya b'davar. It's a conditional love. It's a transactional love. It's not a genuine or real love. The love of a parent towards a child is not transactional. Of course, you hope for and long for appreciation, hakaras hatov, just like we do for the global campaign. Those who benefit, those who enjoy, we hope you take out your phone, open a link, and express it and show it to whatever degree that you can to contribute to help us continue to teach and get the message out. We hope that people show appreciation. A parent hopes the child appreciates and values what they gain. But even if they don't, a parent loves the child unconditionally. You know, I'm sure at Jeffrey Dahmer's trial, the mother was in the pews saying, he's innocent, I love him, I believe in him. A parent loves a child unconditionally. So there's an ava she'ena taluya b'davar. We're capable of a love which is not dependent or transactional. It's a love of admiration, a love of knowledge, a love of affection, a love of connection. And it's in that context that the Ramchal has been talking about how we can overcome suffering. First of all, to realize that whatever Hashem does is for the good, that when we as parents slap our child's wrist because they tried to stick their finger in the outlet, or we grab them and pull them out of the middle of the street when a car is coming, and they wail and they cry and they say, you don't love me, you don't want me to be happy, I just want to play in the middle of the street. We say, trust me. I know this feels painful from your perspective. I know you doubt and you question my motive, but I promise you I'm only doing it because I love you. And maybe one day you'll understand. Ribono Shalom says the same thing as our parent. I know your pain. I know this is difficult. I know you think I don't love you. But I want you to know that I'm only doing this as a parent. Everything Hashem does is for the best. But then the Ramchal goes on with the second reason. When the doctor, person has a challenge, a problem. They go to the doctor and they lie on the operating table. The anesthesiologist knocks him out, and the doctor cuts him open. When they wake up and they look down, there's bandages, there's scarring, there's bleeding, there's sutures. Do they wake up and curse out the doctor? Maybe some do. But the proper thing is to wake up and thank the doctor. Wow, he saved my life. Yes, I have a long recovery. Yes, this was painful. Yes, you cut me open. Yes, you made me bleed. But you did it for my best, for my interests. Everything Hashem does, he's like the doctor. Sometimes he amputates, and sometimes he cuts us open. Sometimes he makes us bleed. Sometimes it's a long recovery. Begufo and בממונו. It's a financial setback. It's an emotional hardship. It's a physical pain. I don't get it. Doctor, why'd you have to cut me open? Doc, why do I have to endure this pain? Doc, why do I have to take this medicine with these side effects? Wadai tovaso. The doctor says, look, I went to medical school. I studied this. I have 30 years of experience. I know you don't understand, but I need you to trust me. So you won't lose your faith, you'll gain your faith. The recognition, the appreciation, this is for my best. This is in my interest because I understand the authority to whom I report. So Hashem says, look, I created the world and I love you like no one is even capable of loving you. And I know it doesn't feel like love when I take someone or something so precious or dear, when you suffer or struggle, when you go through pain. I know it doesn't feel like love. And I don't expect you to love me in that moment. But all I do is want you to know that I do it as a loving parent. The command of Avid. And like the patient to the doctor, to feel a sense of, I'm not glad or grateful that I went through this pain. I don't welcome it or want it. I don't volunteer for it. But I know that you're doing it for my best. That's what Hashem wants. That's what it means to be a chassid. To get to the level, and this is not the first chapter of Mesillas Yesharim. We're deep in. But to get to that level where we can say, Hashem, we're not grateful, we don't want it, but we know that you're doing it for our best interest. And for that, we trust you. Have a great day. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay holy. 8:45, living with Amunah. Tonight behind the Bima, 9 p.m. Have a great day.